So I'm here with John Aquaviva, freestyle footballer and soon to be Olympic torchbearer in Lancashire. So John, first of all, explain to us, what is freestyle football?
Freestyle football is the art of doing anything you want with a football using any part of your body. You can incorporate into acrobatics, breakdance moves, pretty much anything you want to do, just being free with a football. That's it.
Right, and can anyone do freestyle football, I should ask first, because I'm about to try it and I need to know.
Yeah, anyone can do it. No, it doesn't matter how old you are, what gender you are. All you have to do is have enough determination to keep going, even if you fail the trick a million times. You just have to keep going at it, but yeah, anyone can do it.
Right, go on then, show me something basic I can do.
Okay, so one of the basic tricks is called around the world. When you get good at that, you can start doing it a few more times.
I think one's going to be plenty, to be honest.
And when you get better at that one, you can start using both feet. So yeah, those are just some basic tricks.
Right, here's the ball. Let's see if I can do it. The ball feels quite heavy. Is it normally quite heavy?
Yeah, I prefer them with weight on because it gives a better touch and a better feel to it.
Right, I'm going to get there. So all I need to do is spin my foot around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And catch it after, obviously. Almost.
Oh. We're getting there. So, tell me, how does it feel to be an Olympic torchbearer? Whee! Did you get that on camera? Because that's never going to happen again. How does it feel to be an Olympic torchbearer?
It's a huge honour. I really didn't expect it because there's so many people all over the UK who have applied and they really deserve it and they've done so much to help other people. So it was a big shock when I found out, and it truly is a once in a lifetime opportunity, so it's a huge thing for me. So
go on and show us another skill, another quite simple skill.
Okay, so this is called a crossover. You're pretty much crossing both legs. Once you learn how to do that, you can go on to something a bit harder, which is alternate mitch. And when you know how to do that, you can do it a few times in a row, like this. So,
take an eye out with them feet, you know. Right, so how do I even start doing that?
You just have to let the ball fall down, and as you do, you're going to cross one leg over the other and hit it with your support foot. That's it.
Sort of. So how hard did you first find freestyle football when you first begun trying?
A lot of people think that I kind of had a skill for it since I was small, and the truth is that when I started off I couldn't even do 10 kick-ups, so it was pretty hard. I've seen other guys who would just pick up a ball and within a week they'll be doing like 5 around the world, stuff like that. It wasn't like that for me. It took about a month and a half just to learn how to do an around the world properly, so it's just about never giving up.
So I just picked that up quicker than you, really. Yeah. So I'm on my way, surely.
Yeah, sure.
Go on then, show us another trick.
Okay.
Make it simpler than the last one. I could have broken my leg doing that.
So, once you know how to do one around the world, there's another one that's called lemons around the world. And pretty much you're doing 2 rotations with 1 touch, like this. So that's pretty simple. Once you know how to do that, you can do it starting it off with your opposite foot, like this. That's called an alternate lemons. So that's pretty easy to do.
That's easy to do, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin with this. So what was it like growing up in Venezuela compared to being in the UK now?
I was kind of lucky because I got to grow up in like a kind of a rural environment. I grew up in a farm, so I was kind of away from all the danger and stuff that comes with living in a city in Venezuela. Afterwards I went on to move in the second biggest city in the country, but it's a third world country. It's in a really bad state at the moment, and it's the second country in the world with the highest murder rate, so it's not exactly a nice place to be living in. So pretty much the first chance I got that I wasn't as busy, like I wasn't in the middle of a tour or something, and I had the chance to come over to England, I came over and I decided to stay living here. No comparison really, I love it here. So
yeah, so you love Lancashire?
Yeah, I got used to it when I was small, just living in Leyland. I lived in Leyland for like 5 years, so yeah, it's nice.
How does it feel to now be an Olympic torchbearer in Lancashire, where obviously you've got family links and you've sort of spent years growing up?
Yeah, it kind of makes the whole thing kind of a bigger deal because I have a lot of connection with Lancashire because I have a lot of family that's from there. So it's kind of nice to be able to represent Lancashire in something like this.
Excellent. Right, do some skills whilst you're sitting down. Let's see if we can do any of those, shall we?
Okay, so pretty much the easiest one is just crossover. You're doing the same, just crossing your legs. Once you get hold of that, you can start doing whatever you want. Hit it with your shins.
When did this sitting down playing football thing start? Because I remember an advert years ago where there was an advert and someone on the phone doing it.
It's always been a form of freestyle. Freestyle is separated into 3 styles. There's the upper style where you're doing tricks with your upper body. There's the lower moves where you're doing tricks standing up with your feet. And this is one of the most popular ones, just sitting down, just because it looks cool, so I give that a try.
I can't even do kick-ups. This is literally the hardest thing for a normal person. I play quite a lot of football as well, but that's as good as you're going to get.
It's not that bad.
So, wow, I honestly don't know how you do it. Where do you think freestyle football is going to go from here as a sport? How can it develop into a more sort of more well-known sport?
Well, I think that one of the main things that helps freestyle to keep growing is just its link with football. Because even though it doesn't really have anything to do with football, I always say it's like comparing hockey to figure skating. They have similar, you use similar things, but it's completely different sports. But the link with football makes it more popular to a lot more people. For example, the FIFA Street Games, anytime a FIFA Street game comes out, freestyle gets like a boost. And I think that freestyle is going to be like the next skateboarding. Started off really like underground and just a select group of people and expanded worldwide. That's what I hope it is.
I think that's quite a benefit of it. Obviously, we're doing it here, sat on concrete. It's very much a urban thing. Like football's well known for being a sport that can be played in any conditions, but freestyle football seems to be even more so.
Yeah, that's another thing that attracts a lot of people to freestyle. You literally just need a football. You don't need anything else. You can even do it barefoot. So, you know, it's not really that you have to go out and buy equipment, let's say for jet ski or whatever, you know, other kind of sports. Just pick up a football and start doing tricks.
So, can you do a Pele 7?
Not even know what that is.
You don't know what a Pele 7 is? They taught me this when I was a kid. I don't know whether it's a real thing, but basically all you have to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if you're good enough, you can then go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
I
13,
know that, but by a
14.
different name. I know it as Maradona 7 just because I think that Maradona is the best player of all time, not Pele. So,
maybe
yeah.
it's the country you were brought up in. England don't have a best relationship with Maradona
No.
after the 1986 World Cup. Go on, try and do a Pele 7.
Okay.
This is a little lesson you've learnt from me. That counts, it hit your face.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than what I could do. I got it to my feet only. So from me, Will Squires, and John Aquaviva reporting for Sport Northwest, it's goodbye.